We need to be honest with you, we love Bali. The culture, the views, the people, breathtaking. But after 5 nights there and a tour that left us fearing for our lives, we've decided we won't be going back. This is our family's real story, what we loved, what would change, and why we'll think twice before returning to Bali. We landed in Bali full of excitement. Just gotten our transfer to the villa that we're staying at in Ubud. I think it's about an hour's drive. Indonesia, visa rules. There's a tourist tax and there is a immigration tax. There's also a visa declaration which we didn't realise until we got there, so that was a lot of QR creations and frantic scannings to add our details in, but we made it through. It took about an hour to get out of the airport, and like I said, we're on our way now, so happy days. After months of planning, we checked into the most gorgeous private villa in Ubud, complete with our very own swimming pool. It was already evening, so we just relaxed and had a quick dip and soaked up the tropical vibes. We thought this was going to be a magical trip. No. Tip, we picked Ubud thinking it was quite central and easy to access anywhere in the island. Huge mistake. Ubud is stupidly busy and it takes ages to get anywhere. We were debating between Ubud and Ahmed and now wish we'd picked the latter. Day 2 kicked off with a guided tour by our airport transfer driver. Honestly, he was so lovely and helpful that we ended up using him again later. We visited a coffee plantation and tried the famous Kopi Luwak. Not for the faint-hearted. Here you would also have the opportunity to go on a giant forest swing.
After the roasting, yeah, it's very good. Yeah, later you can see of them.
After roasting, yes.
Okay. Where's the mangosteen?
Mangosteen tea,
Yeah.
lemongrass, ginger tea, turmeric, and one rosella, and one red ginger, green tea, pandan tea, ginseng coffee, and Bali coffee.
Coconut coffee. Delicious.
Yeah?
I'm doing these ratings. What's this one? Avocado. We're at the Selak swing, which is pretty cool. Naomi's just going to have a go, so hopefully she'll have fun. She's 11, she's a little bit scared because there is quite a big drop down here and the swing is over there and they're just getting her ready for it. So hopefully she'll have fun. Okay. Don't jump! Don't jump!
Don't jump. Not brave enough.
Don't jump! Lunch was at Tebasari, absolutely beautiful, and yes, pricey, but the view and the food was totally worth it. We visited a stunning temple, picked up a few souvenirs and ended the day with the most mesmerising Kecak fire dance under the stars. The kids were spellbound. A3 and we were back with our trusted driver. First stop, Kanto Lampo waterfall. A total Instagram dream, including the crowds and the poses. We didn't know if we should laugh or cry.
Yeah, we've just arrived at Kanto Lampo waterfall. 25,000 Indonesian rupee, which is about £1.25 each. Now, hold my hand, darling. And the thunder is about to start. So yeah, we may get some rain shortly. But yeah, £1.25 each, very reasonable.
Then off to Padang Bay for some snorkeling, crystal clear waters, and the kids love spotting colourful fish. Although to get there we had to walk on plastic and a rubbish infested beach.
We have got to Pangnang Bay. I think it's called Pangnang Bay. If I've got that wrong, is it Pangnang Bay? Pangnang Bay?
Pangnang Bay?
Is this Pangnang Bay? Oh, Pangang Bay?
Okay.
Pangang Bay?
Pangnang Bay.
We've got to Pangnang Bay to do some snorkeling, so we've got a couple of snorkel spots which we are really looking forward to because as a family we love some snorkeling. So there are two stops, one around the far side of the island near a temple, and we're going to spend about an hour there, and then the second spot is called the Blue Lagoon, where hopefully we should see quite a bit of sea life. Philippa is really hoping we see sea turtles. I'm probably less optimistic that we will, but fingers crossed we can see some cool stuff and we have great fun. We've all been suitably sun creamed up because I got caught out the other day in Thailand, which wasn't great, so hopefully we're all good and let's go and have some fun.
We wrapped the day with a slow walk around to Galalang rice terraces, absolutely iconic, even if touristy. If you are enjoying this video, do please consider liking and subscribing, it would mean the world to us.
Is there some inside?
This is Uma Sekin. Kikin? Cookin.
Seking
Sekin. Uma Sekin. Rice paddy fields.
for the Instagrammers.
For the Instagrammers. And also for us.
If you want to learn about rice, do not come here.
If you want to learn how to take the perfect photo, turn this video off.
Come.
Just heading to the Ubud monkey forest. The heavens have opened. Wow. The thunder and lightning has kicked in. I think we might just find somewhere to sit inside to chill for a little bit when we get there. Anyway, that's what it's like.
After 2 packed days, we took it slow. The rain did help, and honestly, we didn't mind. Us boys and Ella headed to Ubud Monkey Forest, always fun, slightly chaotic. Meanwhile, the girls made matching silver rings from scratch, one of the sweetest, most memorable things that they did.
Come to Southeast Asia in the wet season, they said. It only rains for a few minutes, they said. Ella, you liking the weather? It's quite fun to see, isn't it? You hear the lightning and the thunder.
Daddy, I can't hear the lightning on my thing.
You might be able to, but not at the moment because it's too loud.
On our way home, we couldn't resist a little fish spa. Ticklish? Yes. Relaxing? Weirdly? Also yes. That night we dressed up and treated ourselves to dinner at Chora Ubud. Beautiful food, lovely settings, however we wish we had visited this place during the day. Then came day 5, and this is where our trip took a turn. We had found a full-day jeep tour to Mount Batur online. It included a temple, lunch at Kintamani, volcano jeep tour and hot springs. We had messaged the provider and agreed to swap the coffee shop stop for the Pura Titra Empel temple, since we'd already done the plantation. Sounds perfect, right? The driver, or drivers, turned up late. Wrong location, 2 old small cars instead of 1 big van. Our group will split. We thought, okay, not ideal, but let's go with it.
So we just arrived at the Tirta temple on our route to Kintamani, which is on the Mount Batur. It's starting to rain a little bit, but it's still lovely and warm.
The temple? Beautiful, peaceful. This was the best part of the day. Then came lunch in Kintamani. The fog made it very spooky and dramatic, very cool. But the restaurant? That was disgusting. Rotten strawberries and carrots were left on the side, and little did we know our day was just about to get worse.
Good view.
Yeah.
Just arrived. We've just arrived at our lunch destination on top of Mount Batur, into the volcano. Cracking view. Cracking view. We're hoping it will clear up a bit so we can actually see something. Otherwise, it's just a lot of mist. So the weather is getting brighter. We've just had some lunch. The restaurant was probably a bit dodgy. There was what looked like a bag of mouldy carrots on the outside of part next to the kitchen where they were cooking. Clearly weren't too bothered about appearances. Oh, Ella's coming. Ella, see if you can see the view. Look, it's a volcano. There, you see behind the clouds, the big hill. There used to be a volcano here. There would be lava all coming over the edge. Did you know that? This here is the old volcano, all around the outside, and we're inside it. So this is where the eruption would have been.
On our way to the jeeps, we passed the hot springs and casually told the kids, that's where we're heading to later on. That's when our driver said, hot springs? Not on your itinerary. Wait, what? What followed was a heated back and forth conversation between us, the drivers, and the WhatsApp contact. We were now stranded on top of a volcano, trying to figure out how to get home. We didn't feel safe, we didn't trust them anymore, and we didn't want to continue our tour. We called our original driver, our Bali Angel, and asked him to come rescue us.
I don't think they're very happy that we've left them. I do feel sorry for them because it's not their fault. They haven't messed up. Their bosses, who are the money-grabbing sods, have. We gave them plenty of opportunities to take us back to our hotel, and we pay them off the books, so not within their company, which
Puseh said no. However, then offered that after we had no choice to book our own transport back because we'd already had to make a decision. So did feel bad about leaving them in the lurch. We did give them a tiny bit extra money, but we're hoping their boss pays them for their time because he's the one that didn't stick to his promise. It took 2 hours standing awkwardly by the side of the road while being watched by our original tour drivers and a few locals. Finally, our driver arrived. But it wasn't over. The other drivers surrounded his car and said we couldn't leave without paying more. After more arguments in Indonesian, which we didn't understand, they would only let us go once we'd paid another 500,000 rupiah.
Why is he entertaining the conversation?
We weren't looking for a free ride, we just wanted to go home. And in that moment, in that car, we finally felt safe. The next morning we left Bali, relieved. So, would we go back? And why? No, absolutely not. It's not because of the tour, it's because we felt like Bali was overwhelmed. The infrastructure in Ubud just isn't keeping up with the demand and it took hours to get anywhere. It was dirty, crowded and there was litter everywhere. You could feel the island screaming silently to be left alone. Bali is beautiful, the people are kind, but right now it needs a break and we wish we had picked a different Indonesian destination. If you're planning a trip to Bali, we hope our experience helps you make informed choices. Stick to the guides you trust, plan with care, and please travel respectfully. We're grateful for the good memories and the lessons learned. This whole Southeast Asia trip was truly unforgettable. You can watch the videos for all the different countries we had visited here.